Hi, Abiwa, Queen Mother of the Universe. This is my favorite time of day. Usually, I turn all the lights off in the house and I watch the light fade away as the darkness emerges. And so the day was a quiet day as I marvel at the fact that the summer is over. And I'm so glad that I took lots of walks and spent a lot of time in nature. Like everybody in the world right now, there's so many things that can affect us, affect our thoughts, affect our moods, make us feel overwhelmed and underperforming. So many things that wait for our attention, sometimes vying for our peace, that it's really sometimes very difficult to know what one should be doing at any given moment. Some people create plans for their lives. They have ambitions, they have goals, they have aspirations. Some people experiment with their own creative power, making vision boards and having sessions in which they go within and see within their mind's eye, their imagination. They see what they would love to be, what they would love to have, what they would love to do. There's different focuses that are given to that exercise. Some people focus on their future self. They recognize that sometimes they're burdened by habits and perspectives about life that self-sabotage them, causes them to be distracted from pursuing and engaging in and focusing moment by moment on the actions that might allow them to achieve and accomplish some of the things that they want to achieve and accomplish. Yes, I'm trying to bring through some concepts and some ideas that I have studied in many spiritual paths, and I'm not a teacher. I'm just, a Biwa, Queen Mother of the Universe. Queen Mother of the Universe, meaning I have a sense of responsibility to honor and acknowledge the beautiful world in which we live, and I take you on walks to share that with you. I feel that I have an obligation to be myself, to share who I really am as a person who's delighted to have an opportunity to be in a space that you can find me and listen to me and relate and connect, by choice. And we can have a community, we can have fellowship, we can have sharing. Perhaps I can say something that's meaningful to you. And perhaps you have comments and you'd want to share them below. That would be wonderful. So today I was doing what I often do when I have deep feelings and I want to convey those feelings to my loved ones. So today the object of my writing was to special people in my life, and I wanted to inspire them. I wanted to uplift them. I wanted to encourage them. And I wanted them to know that whatever their walk is in life, they are not walking alone. The advantage of being an elder is that you have had many experiences. You have overcome so much in your life that when you see young people engaged in those kinds of developmental experiences, experiences that are necessary in order for you to learn about life. They are necessary, these experiences that we have that are not always comfortable for us. They are sometimes necessary for us to learn, for us to learn our own inner workings, for us to learn what we do and what we say, and how it impacts other people, how it impacts outcomes in our work situation, in our learning situations, in our family situations. It attunes us to, what our words are saying, the tone in which we say those words, the gestures that we use to say those words, and what is at the core of that presentation that we make to other people. Are we deeply angry? And even though we think we're saying something that is uplifting, the anger comes through. Are we hard on ourselves? And if we're hard on ourselves, sometimes are we hard on other people? Do we think that we're enough? Or do we feel that we fall short? And if we do feel that we fall short, are we defensive about that? If somebody wanted to come and give us insights that could help us, are we open to those insights? Or are we so vulnerable and tender deep inside that are we so, wanting to be good and wanting to be what it is that people expect of us, that we're lost in ourselves. We have all these conflicts. We feel one way, but we act another. So these are states of being that I am very familiar with, very familiar. And I'm so grateful that I'm getting my bearings at this time of my life. So writing, as I said earlier, and I mentioned this in some other videos, writing has been a savior for me, really, from the time that I was very youthful in age, because I hope I am still youthful in spirit. So today I wrote a poem to some very special people in my life, and it was my way of transferring to them some essence of power that I felt within myself to be able to stand with them as they walk through life, having been one who has been able to just overcome so many things, be released from so many things, delivered from so many things, have learned so many things, have made so many mistakes. So I am very, very, very gracious to people who are going through their growing pains. And I'm very confident that if I were able to get through all of the stuff that I went through, then I know you can get through it. I know my loved ones can get through it. And I know that even as I continue on my journey, that I will find within myself the resilience, the power, the tenacity, the determination, the honesty, the trust, the faith. I'll find it in myself to be able to climb Jacob's ladder. Climb Jacob's ladder. You know that we are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. Yes, we've heard that song, many of us, and many of us are understanding and learning what it means. So now I'd like to share my poem. And I know there's a glare in my glasses because my son who watched the videos told me so. And so hopefully as we move forward, we'll be able to set up a nice little studio area where you won't be able to see reflections of the room in my eyeglasses. In the meantime, I'm going to read the poem that I wrote. And I'm going to try to dedicate it to my loved ones that inspired it, and to all of you who might be listening. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the power? Unconditional acceptance, genuine acknowledgement calls forth your inner greatness. Can you feel the release from what held you captive? Can you feel the freedom to now move forward into unlimited expressions of your gifts and talents? Can you find the courage to empower the good angels within yourself? Spirit and flesh stand guard to defend your mission. Disperse all energies that no longer serve your highest purpose. Being accountable and committed instruments of good, connect as one, a cluster of souls incarnated, a cluster of souls incarnated into this age, ever ascending into higher conscious vibrations of love, creative power, selfless service, uplifting in the universe. Yes, Abiwa, Queen Mother of the Universe. I could share with you something about this poem. I think I'm going to conclude now and just devote an entire video to the process that enabled me and the challenges, the resistance that I faced in myself as I created that poem that I just shared. So be sure to tune in and find the next video. Bye.